You think your job is tough? You think your boss is demanding? Well, buckle up, because a century ago, the most in-demand jobs were so bizarre, so dangerous, and so downright disgusting, they make your worst day at the office look like a vacation. We're about to uncover the forgotten world of professions that technology has utterly annihilated. These weren't just jobs. They were death sentences, grueling rituals, and strange careers that will change everything you thought you knew about the world of work. From human alarm clocks who use pea-shooters to wake up entire towns, to men who dance with death on roaring rivers of logs. These are the lost careers that build our modern world, one terrifying day at a time. Imagine a world without your iPhone alarm. No gentle chimes, no snooze button. Instead, your wake-up call is a man with a giant pole repeatedly tapping, or even violently rapping, on your bedroom window. This wasn't a prank. This was the essential service of the knocker-upper. In the soot-stained industrial cities, getting to the factory on time was a suggestion. It was survival. Miss your shift, and you were fired. So, communities hired these human alarm clocks to prowl the dark, cobblestone streets before dawn, making sure the workforce rose from its slumber. But here's where it gets truly bizarre. The best knocker-uppers had signature tools. Some used long bamboo sticks to reach second-story windows. Others used a pea-shooter, launching dried peas at glass panes with military precision. And they wouldn't leave until you signaled you were awake. It was a strange, intimate, and absolutely vital ritual that has been completely erased by a device that fits in your pocket. Now, picture the deafening noise of a factory floor. But instead of machines, it's silent, except for a single, powerful voice. In the cigar factories of Cuba and Florida, the most respected man wasn't the owner, but the lector, the official reader. As workers meticulously hand-rolled hundreds of cigars a day in mind-numbing repetition, the lector would sit on a high wooden platform, a makeshift throne, and read to them. This wasn't just light entertainment. The workers pooled their own money to fund this position. They voted on what the lector would read, from classic novels to scandalous newspaper articles and radical political pamphlets. But here's the unbelievable part. A good lector could make men work faster, just so they could hear the end of a chapter. Eventually, factory owners realized these storytellers were educating and radicalizing their workforce, spreading ideas of rebellion. The lector became so powerful, so dangerous to the establishment, that they were ultimately banned, silenced for being too good at their job. And finally, before you could dial a number directly, every single phone call you made went through a human being, a switchboard operator. These women were the original social network, the gatekeepers of all communication. In vast rooms filled with humming boards, hundreds of operators sat elbow to elbow, manually connecting calls by plugging and unplugging a dizzying web of cables. But here's the shocking reality of their position. They could hear everything. With a flick of a switch, an operator could listen in on secret business deals and private confessions. They knew who was calling whom and when. In a world without digital privacy, these women held the town's secrets in their hands. When automated systems finally took over, a whole world of human connection and human secrets vanished overnight. So there you have it, the human alarm clocks, the factory storytellers, and the all-knowing wire witches of the past. These weren't just jobs. They were the strange, dangerous, and absolutely essential gears in a world that no longer exists. If these forgotten careers made you look at your own job a little differently, hit that subscribe button, because the history of work is filled with even more bizarre truths that have been deliberately forgotten. And trust me, you haven't heard anything yet.